So what's up everybody, Black Clover 358 spoilers are out. This chapter is so insane. I told you it was going to be carnage in my predictions. I knew it. Everybody was like, oh no, Asu's going to come out of nowhere. And no man, I knew this was going to be crazy. This was the final chapter of the volume, so you knew there was going to be a lot of carnage. It was going to look very hopeless, and that's what we got. We literally got a chapter where Mereoleona is literally on multiple times death's door, and she's literally having her body being decayed. It's crazy how a lot of their squad members are like sacrificing themselves just to make sure that she lands a good hit on Morris. I expected carnage. I didn't expect squad members to just jump in the middle of the way. These people are definitely not just NPCs, man. These people deserve the respect for giving up their lives to make sure that the citizens of the Clover Kingdom have a chance of actually doing something in their life. Alright, so let's get into these insane Black Clover 358 spoilers. First of all, if you like anime, manga reviews, discussion, spoilers, and theories, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you like the video so you change with some false copyright strikes. So let's get this channel back to 5,000. Appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. First of all, unfortunately, Black Clover is going to have a month hiatus. So we're going to get the next chapter after this on May 22nd. It's going to be difficult. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with 𝚲𝚘𝚅. Wasn't this around the same time where last year we had that 3 months hiatus? I hope everything's fine with him because it's kind of weird. We're having another hiatus around the same time last year where the 3 months happened. This time it's 2 months less. However, I'm going to start covering other mangas because Black Clover, it looks like it's about to end. We're probably going to get more breaks moving forward like this. In my opinion, I think it's best for the channel to start doing on the mangas. It's going to take me some time to make some videos, so just bear with me. Remember, this is just a hobby for me that I get paid a little bit here and there. But so Mereoleona's arm is decayed by Morris. She activates Hell Fire Incarnate. She actually grows her arm back from what it looks like of mana, similar to Fuegoleon's firearms. I guess they have that in common as siblings. They lose arms and then create a new one out of basically mana flames. So Morris cynically remarks that he has never seen someone whose body is so close to mana itself. That's been mentioned twice already in the manga, how Mereoleona is very close to mana. I wonder if that's going to be explained in the future, why she's so close, why she has a good relationship with mana. But her personality, in my opinion, is very similar to like how fire is, because fire, it could burn at any moment, very similar to fire. So maybe if a person has a magical attribute and their personality is very like that attribute, then they have a stronger connection with mana. That's what I think is the case. So Morris says his revelation given to him by Lucius disintegrates everything he touches. It makes me wonder, what devil does this guy have? He has to have like some weird crazy devil. Like, I really have to look into that and see what demon will most likely match Morris, because you know that his devil is going to be somebody from the Tree of Qliphotep. It makes sense. Like when he got possessed by Lucifero, it was kind of a little bit weird to me because Morris wasn't the type of person to like actually be in charge. He was behind the scenes and he was kind of like, he would try to manipulate the people in charge, but he wasn't a person in charge. So I'm guessing the person that he's possessed by is probably going to be one of Lucifero's councils in demonology. So I'll definitely look into that. Like I said before, I'm going to try doing a video to like guess what Morris's devil is. So he commands Mereoleona for her immediate regeneration of her fist with her mana, but he says his revelations and tentacles regenerate faster. It makes me wonder, if somebody were to actually like fight Morris, if somebody were to cut off his tentacles, it sounds like they would just be regenerated really quickly from what this guy is saying. So Mereoleona and Morris basically keep canceling each other out, but Morris says his tentacles regeneration is faster and he's wondering how long Mereoleona can last. I think Mereoleona lost another arm. Like, it looks like she lost both arms, just not just one. And if that's the case, basically what I said in the prediction videos came true. I did say that Mereoleona was going to lose her other arm, and it looks like that's the case. It's crazy, man. And then one of the magical knights said at this rate her body will, so he's basically implying her body will disintegrate or turn into nothingness because she's using so much mana. And it makes sense, like she's using mana on herself that is pure fire, so of course what does fire does? It does destruction. But Mereoleona shouts she doesn't care. She doesn't care about her body. Basically she just wants to defeat Morris. I gotta admit, I have so much respect for the magical knights in this chapter. This battle shows how much heart they have. They know everything is impossible, but they still try to fight for their citizens. I give a lot lot of respect for the Magical Knights now. Like, they're basically the military of the Clover Kingdom, and they know what's gonna happen. They go in and they just do what they can do for their people. You have to like really respect that, because I didn't expect them to have so much love towards the Clover Kingdom. Not just like the squads that we know, like everybody that's a Magical Knight, they really do care about their kingdom. And then nearby, we finally see Fuegoleon, because like literally Fuegoleon hasn't been doing much. Honestly, he's like a disappointment. He hasn't done anything. Not seeing Leo in this chapter, especially what goes on later on, basically proves what I said in the spoilers. I definitely think Fuegoleon is going to be taken down in this battle. Same thing with Mereoleona, and then Salamander might end up going to Leo. That's in my opinion, because like the way things are going right now, it's just crazy. Plus, Fuegoleon never learned how to do spirit dive with Salamander, so it's like you don't really know how to control your elemental spirit. So it's like, how can people really take you seriously as like somebody that might end up being the Wizard King, quote unquote? But in my opinion, I think Leo is the next in line in terms of getting Salamander, because I think Leo is with the Black Bulls. A lot of people are saying, oh, Leo should have been here in this chapter. Nah, like I said before, Leo is most likely with the Black Bulls. Remember, he's another honorary Black Bulls. He was with the Black Bulls in the elf training. Same thing with Mimosa. So it's quite clear that Leo is one of the favorites, or one of the more important characters. So expect him to be with the Black Bulls looking for Asta, just like in the last arc where he was training with the elves. Of course, I could be wrong, and 𝚲𝚘𝚅 just completely forgot about Leo. Seeing the Magical Knight squads from Leo's families, the Crimson Lions, jumping in like this, basically sacrificing their life, it's going to be kind of hard to make that argument that 𝚲𝚘𝚅 forgot. Until that time comes, I still think Leo is going to have something important coming up soon. Fuegoleon is vibing with Salamander. NPCs are cheering him on. Magic Knights from his squads are wondering if there's something they can do, which is kind of like a hint as to what's going to happen moving forward, because they did something all right. Fuegoleon takes a quick look at Meroleona and is worriedly thinks his sister. Like, he's thinking about his sister, like what's going on. Turns aside and sees like, yo, she looks like she lost an arm. She looks like she's taking too much damage. She's going all out. And you see Fuegoleon kind of have like stuff on his face, like he's bleeding. What? Fuegoleon, dude, like, are you struggling that hard with the angels? I mean, yes, there's a lot of angels, don't get me wrong, but dude, like, come on, you gotta literally an elemental spirit. You should do something. But in my opinion, that kind of shows that Fuegoleon can't do spirit dive, because if he could have done spirit dive, he would have done it already, which leads me to believe that somebody else is gonna have Salamander and they're gonna be able to do spirit dive. Who's the best person to do that? Leo. Somebody that always wanted to catch up to his siblings. This would be a great time for Leo to surpass his sibling. Not only did he fight the angels and defeat him, but he also did spirit dive and has Salamander, something that Fuegoleon couldn't do with Salamander. Spirit dive. So Mereoleona battle screams and Morris confidently says it's over. As Morris was about to disintegrate Mereoleona, two Magical Knights come in the way to help Mereoleona, basically saving her. They're from Fuegoleon's Magical Knights, the Crimson Lions, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name. Literally, the spoilers keeps calling them NPCs, but bro, these are not NPCs. These are people that deserve respect. These are people that have so much loyalty to their kingdom that they know that the only people that really have a chance in their eyes is Mereoleona. You know, Mereoleona is on another level, so the only way to make sure that the kingdom survives, they have to get in the way of Morris's attacks so that they make sure that Mereoleona can have a chance of actually defeating Morris. I have to respect that. They're more than just NPCs, bro. Like, they deserve respect. These people are doing it for their country, for the citizens. It's very honorable. Also, it does make you feel like this is a war, because you're seeing people actually die. This is like realistic. Last arc, when they were fighting 𝚲𝚘𝚅, nobody died really, besides Morris. It didn't really feel like it was a real war, because everybody survived. This is a real war. This carnage is what you get in war. As they're dying, they basically say to Mereoleona, we leave the rest to you. That is beyond epic. And then Mereoleona claims she'll punch Morris somehow. And then the rest of the Magical Knights scream that Mereoleona needs to be shielded from the attacks. Bro, that gives me the chills. Just reading that, it's crazy, because they know that in their eyes, their only hope is Mereoleona. All these people shielding her, that the loyalty in that you don't see that very often, not only in manga, but like in the real world. You don't really have people who have your back like that. And then after the first two Magical Knights die, Morris says, reducing the allies to ashes who sheltered you. How brilliantly effected. Like, Morris, he's a sarcastic villain. I like that. His sarcasm right now as a villain, how he was compared to the last arc, beyond awesome. Because now Morris has the power to be like an actual villain, and he has that kind of asshole swag to him that is very sarcastic and condescending. I love that. I love that about villains. And all the Magical Knights sheltering Mereoleona get disintegrated. It it is a carnage fest. Bodies after bodies. And I told you guys, this is gonna happen. Nearby, Fuegoleon comments on the fight. He says, it's not like Morris' regeneration and disintegration can last forever. He should have some limits. Mereoleona is risking her life playing this game. So, I mean, yeah, he might have some limits, but dude, this guy is possessed by a devil. And most likely to tree a cliff off, they have like, not infinite mana, but their mana compared to humans is very infinite. And then Morris tells Mereoleona, no matter how stupid or incompetent you are, 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚎 will regenerate you equally. Morris being condescending again, I love it. Mereoleona fiercely claims she would definitely burn Morris to death for the dead members of the Magical Night Squads. She unleashes a new spell, and it says 𝚲𝚙𝚎𝚑𝚝, Purgatory Incineration. So it's not the official translation to the magical spell, and I probably said it out wrong, but yeah, she does a new spell and she hits him from what it looks like. But Morris doesn't look like he's affected too much. You don't see his glasses flying anywhere, so this attack probably didn't do much. Maybe he might got a little bit of sting, but yeah, this is crazy, man. But yes, those are basically the spoilers. These spoilers are crazy, insane. Let me know what you think about Black Clover 358. Do you think this chapter was insane? Did you like all the carnage? Did you expected people to die? How do you feel about the Magical Night Squads basically shielding Mereoleona to make sure that she has that final attack or the best chance to do that attack? What about this new spell Mereoleona did? Do you think it's gonna have any effect on Morris? How do you feel about the 1 month hiatus? Do you think 𝚲𝚘𝚎𝚑𝚝 is like going through something? And you find it weird that it's always around this time, around April, where last time we had that 3 months hiatus? Alright, like if you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.